Yeah.
You make a like, now you not like it. You know I dealt with you the nicest. Nobody touched me in a rice. Nobody touched me in a crisis. I believe that all of your dreams are duration. You took my heart, all my keys, and my patience. You took my heart, I'ma leave a decoration. You mistaken with love, I brought for you for foundation. All that I wanted from you was to give me something that I never had, something that you never seen, something that you never been. But I wake up and nothing's wrong. Just get ready for work, 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 work. To me, I be work, 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 work. To me, I be work, 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 work. See me do me dirt, 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 dirt. So me for that work, 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 work. When you walk a line, in the girl in her, da, 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 da. Try me, I deserve it. Listen to if you're lurking.
Yeah.
You make a like, now you not like it. You know I dealt with you the nicest. Nobody touched me in a rice. Nobody touched me in a crisis. I believe that all of your dreams are duration. You took my heart, all my keys, and my patience. You took my heart, I'ma leave a decoration. You mistaken with love, I brought for you for foundation. All that I wanted from you was to give me something that I never had, something that you never seen, something that you never been. But I wake up and nothing's wrong. Just get ready for work, 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 work. To me, I be work, 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 work. To me, I be work, 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 work. See me do me dirt, 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 dirt. So me for that work, 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 work. When you walk a line, in the girl in her, da, 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 da. Try me, I deserve it. Listen to if you're lurking.
Yeah.
You make a like, now you not like it. You know I dealt with you the nicest. Nobody touched me in a rice. Nobody touched me in a crisis. I believe that all of your dreams are duration. You took my heart, all my keys, and my patience. You took my heart, I'ma leave a decoration. You mistaken with love, I brought for you for foundation. All that I wanted from you was to give me something that I never had.
Hey y'all, how you doing? Welcome on in. Thank you so much for coming. Y'all, I've had to bring up this topic because I've been seeing it more and more on social media, just around as general. You know, it's just like I always see people talking about keep it positive. I'm a positive person and whatnot, but they stay in some mess. Like I said on this picture, ladies, and this is mostly this is for the men too, but because I deal with women, talk to women a lot. It's like, ladies, you say you want to keep it clean and cute, but you stay in some mess. Like, and like me, with me, I decided to go to the book, on everything to see, and of course, I went to Google. So when I put in mess. Of course, it talks about messy house and all that kind of stuff. So then when I put black women and the mess, that's when it came up with stuff about us. And Josh, I'm glad to see you, Josh. I'm glad to see you, Demita, Joe. I'm glad to see you, Aubrey. Glad to see you all here. So when I seen all that stuff, when I seen that come up, I'm like, what the heck? So I went over to, and I looked at some of the stuff that was on the Google, and there's a blogger named Kimberly Foster. She runs a website called For Harriet, and she talks about issues in the Black community and mostly on issues with women. And she had a video called Sisterhood is Messy, Black Women and Accountability. And I'll put that link in the description of this video later. And she talked about Black women and how we need to be accountable. And I know for me, because I'm in different areas here, like on YouTube, for instance, and I see people like really getting messy, like in in the business, like and the thing about it is messiness sells, especially when it comes to Black women and Black people in general. Like they make so much money off of us with these reality shows. Like one reality show that I watch all the time, Love and Marriage Huntsville. I've been watching that from season one, episode one, when it first came out. And the show is messy. It's got some messy topics and whatnot, messy people on the show. But over the past couple of years, I've been here on YouTube, and I see so much messiness between content creators going back and forth and the subscribers that go and they amp stuff up between content creators. And it's just a big thing. And it's just a whole, like I said, a whole bunch of mess. And I'm like, why do people do that? Like, why are we attracted to this drama? Like, and then I started looking, I started going into Google and Googling about this. And I see that from different clinicians, and they talk about drama is like a drug that is it triggers part of our brains, like that satisfaction centers. Like it's like when we eat chocolate, you know how we feel good when we eat that chocolate, or we feel good when we eat that cake or that cheesecake, or we feel good after we have relations. You know what I mean by relations? I wasn't word up here on YouTube, but we feel good. Like drama does that same thing. It feeds that same thing in us. And I'm not acting like that. I don't like I'm a drama free person, because I'm not. Like I get into the drama sometimes with people. Sometimes I can go back and forth with somebody, or I can get involved in mess, and I can insert myself places where I really don't need to. Then sometimes I just stand by and just let the drama play itself out, because there's no need for me to be in it. But it's like, for me, it's like some of these people who just stay involved in it, like stay inserting themselves in it. And it's like, how is that furthering us? How is that furthering us as a people? And I'm talking now specifically about Black people. Where is that getting us? Like, I look at this drama, like I want the same drama that goes on in our lives and our families. Let's put that into some good work. Like the drama I see, for instance, go here on YouTube. I want that drama put into us voting, into us getting what we need in our community. I want that put in into us getting the proper things for our kids, into um, putting, like redirecting that energy into doing the right things for our children, our grandchildren, into our homes, into our jobs, like redirecting that energy into our jobs and whatnot. Like I just want to see us do better. Um, it really bothers me. It really, even in my life, like now, I don't deal with too much of my family because of the drama, because of the mess, because of the people going back and forth, people coming to you and asking you, well, what do you think? And then you give an honest opinion about what you think. And then they go over and they talk to somebody and they add a little sauce onto it. And then someone else goes back to you and says, and then you're like, either some people will say, well, I didn't say that knowing they said it. But me, I'm a person that will stand 10 toes down on it. And I'll say, yeah, I said it. And like, and what? Like, what are you going to do about it? But what I tend to do is like, I've been trying to stay away from that stuff because it's not getting me anywhere. All it's doing is giving me a migraine and everything like that. So to me, it's not working. And like I said, here on YouTube, I see a lot of it. I see a lot of it going on. And it's so counterproductive. It's just really, really counterproductive. Um, and it's like it's really doing damage to people. It's like it's a spirit killer. It's really a spirit killer. Um, one of my favorite content creators. I saw her very upset on a live recently, and I saw her break down. And it's because of the stress of all this that's going on. People get in the comments and they say some of the nastiest wild things about people that they don't even know. Like, why are people so miserable like that? And this all goes with the stay in some mess. Like, why do you say these bad things about people that you don't know? I mean, I know, about people who are on TV and everything else. Like, we may say something bad about what they put out there on like, we're going off of what we see like on TV, for instance, or on the show. So we can make that supposition about someone because that's what we see. But like the content creators, they're just giving their opinion on what they see. So why are people then coming after these content creators because of their opinion? If they don't like their opinion, don't watch their channel. Like, you can keep scrolling. Like, you don't have to, like, every time someone makes a post, you don't have to respond to it. You don't have to say anything. Like my grandmother used to always say, if you don't have anything good to say, don't say anything at all. Like, you don't have to say anything. We can keep moving. But why do people like this negativity? Why do people like saying these nasty things? Like, what do you get? You're not getting anything out of it. Or maybe you are. Like I said, that like, I guess it's like a dopamine rush or whatever that we're getting that makes us feel good. But like an addict, you only feel good for a second, but after that, you have to go more. It's a thing that has to be fed. It's an addiction. It's something that has to constantly be fed. Like, when is it going to be enough? When is it going to be enough? You saying these negative things to people. Like, after a while, you have to start internalizing it. Like, that changes your whole mindset, and you start looking at everything negatively. Like, if you're going to do that to people you don't know through a computer screen or a phone or an iPad or a tablet, and you're judging them, because when you judge somebody, when you point the finger at them, three fingers are pointing back at you. Like, after a while, you start to internalize it. So it's not good, you know? And it's like, when is it going to stop? Like, when is all this stuff going to really stop? Like, it's hurtful, and I see it every day here on YouTube. Sometimes I take a break and then I'll watch videos later, or even on Facebook. I don't go on Facebook that much at all, on my personal Facebook, because it's like the same type of stuff. And it's like the same thing where people will try to keep things and they'll make it look like everything's good and whatnot. And when there's some mess all behind it. And like, I don't want to be involved in it. I don't want to be involved in it. So I stay here. I work from home, so I stay in my house, and I just don't get involved at all. So I'm gonna drop the link down in case anyone wanted to come up and talk or give their view about it. But it's really something that's really a downer to me. It's just like I said, it's a spirit killer, it's a soul killer. It's something I wish we wouldn't do. Like, it's turning things that can be fun and so productive into stuff that's dreadful. That I dread seeing those Instagram messages of someone doing something. It's just terrible. It just really is. It's terrible, and I'm glad I've been able to meet some people here on YouTube that are positive and uplifting and really pour into their subscribers. And I'm so glad that I have met these people on this journey. I mean, I have you see a very small channel, um, and my channel is small because when I was supposed to get my YouTube channel started a few years ago, I procrastinated and procrastinated when I should have done it during the pandemic. I didn't do it because I was like, I don't feel like it, and I had all the equipment to do it, and I didn't do it. So now I decided to do it, and and looking at it from the outside, I was like, oh, this is easy. This person could do it, I could do it. Then once I started doing it, I see this is not an easy thing to be able to navigate all these different components to go into being able to be a content creator and stream. And then also like in my email or DMs, I get different things from people, and I have to ignore a lot of stuff that people say, because like I said, people can be nasty. People will send misinformation and everything, and I'm like, I'm not going for this. I'm not putting this out. I'm not feeding into this at all, because people sometimes want to set you up. People don't want you to succeed. They don't want you to be successful at all. They want you to fail. And that's not me being disingenuous or me not being optimistic. I am optimistic. However, I've lived, so I know what people will do for you. So for me, I'm just gonna keep doing what I think is right, and what letting it be God's will. And I'm not some big religious person or anything. However, I do believe that there's a God, there's a higher power. So I'm gonna try to let Him order my steps and whatnot, and do the right thing, and instead of just some of this foolishness that I see here. So, like I said, I dropped the link if anyone wanted to come up and talk about how they feel about the topic, or if you have something else that on your mind you wanted to talk about, you could do that as well. Um, I'm looking at, I have some tabs open. I'm looking at, these different things about, they're saying why women crave drama, and they talk about how men's and women's, it's like these article titles to catch people's attention about how men and women's brains are different. No, our brains are the same. Men have their drama too. They men sometimes they it's just that we have different things that are interests, but people's brains are mostly the same when it comes to with the drama stuff. Sometimes men's drama things may be more about sports and sports drama, and our things may be reality shows. I mean, it's all pretty much the same thing across the board. Um, that's how I look at it. I may be wrong. I'm not saying I'm totally right. I may be wrong, but that's how I look at it. But I just want us to do better with this. Like that's my goal. And for us to do better, I know that I have to start doing better. I know that it all starts with me. And before I start looking at other people, I have to start with myself. You know. So with that, if no one wants to come up, I'm going to leave that there. Hopefully, I've given you some food for thought, and just think about that. And you can leave, you know, how you feel down in the comments. I'm looking here, Demeter Joe. Yep, yes, you're right. We have to look within ourselves and seeing what we're doing to the people around us, and see if you want people to treat you like that. Sometimes here on the internet, we're nameless and faceless. We could put a picture up that's not even us, or we could get an AI picture to make us look like this totally different person or whatever, and we could we could say anything to anybody and they'll never know who we are. So we think, but now, especially let me talk about this. Um, it's rough here on YouTube, but if you go on TikTok, TikTok is a whole nother world. TikTok is even worse. Over there, like I've gone in and I see people yelling, screaming, cursing at each other. And I mean, these are young people from like age 18 all the way up. I mean, over there, it's really brutal. It's brutal over there. And it's like, it's over there, it's not getting better. I mean, it's like, and then you have people who they call it TikTok University. So they're like TikTok professors over there. And you go over there and they'll have a topic posted and you go to speak on the topic and there might be 4 to 6 people that are call themselves expert on the topic and they start yelling and screaming at you. You can't get a word out over there. And it's like, you'll see the live go from like 200 people to 2,000 people in a matter of 2 or 3 minutes. And I've sat there and I've seen it happen because the way TikTok is set up, for anyone who hasn't been on there, you go through and you like people. You pick people that you like, much here like YouTube. You become their supporter, subscriber, whatever way you want to put it. And then whenever they go live, it'll be on the top if you look towards your inbox or whatever it's called. And when they go live, you can just go and see where they're at, like if they're on a live of their own that they made or someone else made. So you go in there and you sit and you watch, to see what the topic is that they're talking about. And it could be anything. And where I'm at is they call it debate talk. So they're usually debating. It's usually something about race. And it's in there and it's a lot. And then you have the whole colorism. Demita Joe, let me tell you, it's about, like one I saw last night, one of the questions was, are white women, it says white women are racist if they only date black men. So people come in and it's just, some people haven't really read the topic and they come in and they just start, and it's a lot of people are trolling. And then you have sometimes, white people that go into black spaces and then they want black people to teach them certain things, things about if they have a biracial child, like if a white mother has had a child by a black man and they want the people in there, tell me what I need to teach my child in order to grow up. And then it's, they're saying to them, well, why haven't you talked to the man's family? The father of your child, why didn't you go and speak to their family to help you? Why are you coming on TikTok? So it becomes a big thing, and the person will say one wrong thing and they jump on them. It's a lot. It's really a whole lot. And I go over there and I'm just like, wow. I just look at it and I'm like, YouTube, I'm glad YouTube isn't like that. It's really, really a lot. And then they have different issues over there where there's the light skin, dark skin, colorism arguments. There's the African American, us black people that are from here, from the United States, versus the people that were born in Africa. That one where, it's a lot. It's a lot. Let me put your comment up. I keep forgetting to put the comments up. Demita Joe says TikTok is a racist platform and white content creators get away with being racist, but if a black content creator complains or is for our people, they try to destroy them. That is so true, because over on TikTok, you can't say white. You have to put YT, a Y and a T, if you're saying white, or you have to say, like people say YT, or they'll say napkin colored, or they'll say bleached pirates. Like they have all these euphemisms they use for white people. And we have some of that over here on YouTube as well. You can't say certain words, and it's just like, but you can say black. You can say black person over there. You can say black person. Like someone will call you a black bee. Like it's all kind of stuff over there you can say about being black. But if you say something about being white over there, they will ban you. People will report you, and TikTok will see that. They'll go over your account and they will take your account, or they will suspend you, or they'll make it so you can't do lives. They'll make it so you can't send messages over there. They'll do all kind of things to black content creators. And however, a lot of people, yep, they'll shadow ban you. But a lot of people, they make money off of it, and the money's made through gifts. So over there, people will send you coins. Like if you buy coins, and makes those coins turn into diamonds. And then let's say if you get 1,000 diamonds, TikTok takes half of those diamonds is their fee, and then your payout is 25% of that. So basically, like let's say you get 1,000 diamonds. So 1,000 diamonds is not $1,000. 1,000 diamonds is like, I don't know. Let's say it's 1,000 diamonds is like $10, for instance. Because I think one diamond is like it's like 1 cent, I think. So yeah, it is an entity of China. That's why they were in Congress trying to ban it. And you know what? TikTok is banned in the state of Montana. They have a Republican governor there, and he just signed papers for it to be banned in Montana as of January 1st, 2024. It can, if you live in Montana, it cannot be like Apple or Android. You cannot download it from your phone there. So like if you have it now, um, you won't be able to download it after that point for anyone who has, I guess, a phone or whatever in Montana. I'm not exactly sure how it works, but I remember seeing that the other day. So I don't know how people will sneak and find ways to use it, with maybe with VPNs or something. I'm not sure. They'll be able to find a way. But like people, like I was saying, people want that money from TikTok, but TikTok is really, like, really, they rip you off. They're getting all this money, and then they're paying the people pennies. However, people are getting the money because some people stay on TikTok all day. I know some content creators that stay there will do a live for like 16 hours up there, which I don't get, but that's what they do. And I'm like, there's no way I could be up there for that long. That's just too much. I dropped the link again if anybody wants to come up, but no, I couldn't do it. There's no way I could be on that long. But like I said, over there they're brutal. They're really, really, really brutal. And over even on TikTok they have people that do like active racist lives, like racist, like really racist lives over there, where you go in there and they're talking bad about black people, and TikTok just lets them do it. It's crazy. It's like I've never seen anything like that at all. And I mean, it's like this is 24/7 over there. Like it's 24/7. It does not stop. But TikTok does have some good points. Like it's a good way of spreading news, of getting the word out about certain things. But that for that stuff you really have to look. And like the thing about the recently there was the lady in New York City who tried to take the bike from the young man and started screaming. Um, that TikTok helped to find, people up there helped to find her out, and they put the word out about that. whole thing, and now the lady's lawyer came out with some receipts, but the receipts were not receipting because it doesn't prove that the bike was hers. It just proved that some bike somewhere in New York City that we don't even know if it was her trying to get this bike. It could be someone else. So it was a whole bunch of BS that she put up there. So y'all, I'm going to get ready to go because now I am rambling. And thank you very much for coming here. I really appreciate it. Like I said earlier, hopefully this was some food for thought for you guys. And if you think of a topic, you can always email me at mochamima@gmail.com. And we could think of a topic, and then if you want, you can come up here with me and we can present it together and talk about it, because this is not my channel, this is our channel, because I have no channel without you guys, and I appreciate you coming here. Let me stop this. So I'm just going to put up here, you know how I like to end mine. Let me add my
Say it with me, kids. If protecting my peace makes me the villain, then bitch, my name is Thanos. Say it with me, kids. If protecting my peace makes me the villain, then bitch, my name is Thanos.
All right, y'all, I'm going to get out of here and let you guys enjoy the rest of your Sunday evening. Remember, tonight, Real Housewives of Atlanta comes on at 8 o'clock on Bravo, and that is followed by, that is followed by a show that I review on Tuesdays, and that is Summer's House, Martha's Vineyard. It is a great show. If you haven't watched it, please watch it. It comes on 9 o'clock on Bravo, and both shows will be shown tomorrow on Peacock. All Bravo shows are shown the next day on Peacock. If you don't have the Peacock app, it's only it's $5 a month. I won't say only, but it's $5 a month. To me, the $5 a month, I don't have to pay for it. I was grandfathered in because I have Xfinity for my internet service. But even if I didn't have it for free, I would pay the $5 because for the Bravo content alone, it is worth $5. Let me tell you, because they have movies up there, news shows, they show Major League Baseball, they show basketball. They have a lot up there, once you get up there and look. So they have a lot that they're giving you for $5. So if you can, if you don't have cable and you want Bravo, it's worth the $5 a month investment. So with that, guys, I'm out of here. Thanks again, and I will see you soon. Join me on Tuesday evening for my Summer House Martha's Vineyard recap. Thanks.
Work, work, work. To me, I can work, 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 work. See me do me dirt, 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 dirt. So me by that work, 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 work. When you walk a line, in the girl, them hurt, try me, I deserve. Nothing to have you lurking. Yeah. You make a like, now you don't like it. You know I dealt with you the nicest. Nobody touched me in the right. Nobody touched me in a crisis. I believe that all of your dreams are duration. You took my heart, all my keys, and my patience. You took my heart, I'ma leave a decoration. You mistaken with love, I brought for you for foundation. All that I wanted from you was to give me something that I never had, something that you never seen, something that you never been. But I wake up and nothing's wrong. Just get ready for work, 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 work. To me, I be work, 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 work. To me, I be work, 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 work. See me do me dirt, dirt, dirt. crisis. I believe that all of your dreams are the